What's good, y'all? It's your boy Warvis Paradox, Mr. Genuine, aka Docs Brando. And do you mind if I speak about 2024? Because in my opinion, 2024 is one of the best years ever. And what do I mean by that, Docs? You know, people like to gas 2016 so much, understandably so. There's one of my favorite albums ever came out in 2016 with Malibu by Anderson .Paak, as well as alongside that's not as A Seat at the Table. Yeah, A Seat at the Table by Solange. So many great albums. Absolutely understand that. Some great films came out in 2016, if I'm not mistaken, as well. So I completely get it. But I'm telling you, 2024 is way better. And I can prove it by going through the three main categories that I'm going to be talking about today. Movies, some shows, and most importantly to me, music. So let's go ahead and get right into it, right? So number one, Dune Part 2 by Denis Villeneuve dropped in 2024. I don't know if y'all remember this. But this is like early in the year. This was about like maybe March or February that this dropped. And what a magnificent film. Oh my God, the scenes, the fights, the score. Like, anybody that knows me, and especially if you watch the Dune review, if you watch the 2024 movies list, you know that Paul's dream is my shit. Oh my God, I start floating. I feel like a messiah. Nigga, what? Oh my God, bro. Furiosa, Mad Max Saga by George Miller came out. Excellent prequel to a legacy sequel in the same franchise by the same director. George Miller is a very interesting old guy. The fact that he can come back to a franchise like 20 some years later and still give us probably the best content from the series later into his career is absolutely amazing. Excellent performances by everyone in the film. One of my favorite standout films, very unique films, very obscure. The Substance by Coralie Farget. Holy fuck, this is a mind fuck. This is body horror at its finest. I think all women that enjoy horror should watch this film, and honestly all women in general that are interested in film and period should watch this film. I think this is just something that goes through the horrific politics women have to go through as they age, because this film gets into the ageism where women are getting older and nasty, dirty old men are trying to push them out to bring in the next fresh young face and act like they're like too old now, even though they're still technically in their prime, still looking great, but because they think they're older, it's like devalue. Nasty work. But it goes further and further into that. That's just like very surface level. I think this is definitely a film that a lot of people should look out for. In the Violent Nature by Chris Nash. Holy shit, I love this film. A lot of people don't like this film, which I understand, but with this film, I think the subversion of being behind the scenes of the horror film in a way is very interesting. So I highly enjoyed this film. Monkey Man by Dave Patel in his directorial debut, and he's acting in this film as well as the lead. Double duty, and it's excellent. It's not just Indian John Wick. It's way more than that. The fight scenes are crazy in this film. It's way more creativity with the fight scenes as well. So this is absolutely stellar. A sneaky pick with Transformers 1 by Josh Cooley. Holy shit, they did not promo this movie as they should have, because if they did, it would have got the marketing, it would have got the funds, and it would have been insane in the box office. This is an excellent animated film. One of my favorite animated films ever, maybe it might be the list. Just stellar performance from everybody on the voice cast. Visually appealing, like, I don't know, like, this is just dumb raw. This was just an excellent film. Alien Romulus by Fede Alvarez. That was stellar to see in theaters. Like there was one scene in particular that was just so fucking tense. Actually, there's multiple tense scenes in this film. Oh my god. And then look, we got the Xenomorph back, one of the scariest things ever in cinema. Face huggers. What else do you want, man? Like, this is just holy fucking shit. And then that's just naming off my key favorites. We had Rebel Ridge drop, Bad Boys for Life, Fall Guy. It was a variety of different films that came out that were all highly enjoyable in this year, in my opinion. Then we get into shows like The Penguin. Oh my fucking god, everybody was watching this weekly. This was that shit. This was crack. Holy fuck. Excellent story. A way to utilize content without devaluing it in a way. Like, you know, they didn't have to do this. They didn't have to make no show about the Penguin. Everybody's like, bro, what the fuck? But when you get into the story, when you get to see Oz be the slime ball he is, cinema, bro. It's just peak fiction. Holy shit. Fight Night, $1 Million Heist with Kevin Hart, Samuel L. Jackson, Taraji P. Henson. Oh my, hey yo, this was just a fun ride. Honestly. It was tense, it was crazy, it was hilarious, like, just very. I didn't think I was going to enjoy it as much as I did, but that first episode had me locked in. I was like, okay, we're here. X-Men 97, we had Shogun, we had the season 3 of The Bear. There were so many great shows that fell out throughout the year that were superb in my opinion, and definitely crowd favorites amongst all these. Each one of them had like a fan base that was speaking highly of them, so it definitely shows that 2024 show wise was already going crazy and was like that. Now we can get to my favorite part personally, and that's music. Locally, we had Catalyst, Back on a Bender by Keijo drop. We had One Handsome Creature by my boy out of KC, Corbin Stewman. We had Stare at Me Naked by Sam X. If you don't know about Sam X, boy, them niggas is up next. I promise you, they go crazy, and this was just a sample size really of what they're capable of. I already know it's about to be crazy what they got going on this year, but Stare at Me Naked had some crowd favorites that if you got to see them perform live came off of this project. Like, insane. Anger Management by my dog Java. 17 by Old Bay. That's an R&B artist from out here who's smooth as fuck. It's just like somewhat a throwback but a little modernized, like definitely like a real yearner in a way, like a modern yearner in music. A Good Time by my dog Israel Jones. Magnificent, representing the South at its finest. You know, he stick the flag in the ground, representing the South. You know what I'm saying? And that was definitely represented in this project. And then artists like Vex, Geogenesis, Sunstony. There were so many different albums from the local underground scene from across the nation, across the world, that were interesting and then cultivating. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was so great of a year music wise just on the local scene. But let's go ahead and get to the mainstream. And I don't even have to speak about the beef because I'm not, but we already know Not Like Us is literally just like ran the year of 2024 as soon as it dropped, right? We know that, right? So let's just get into like full albums, right? GNX by Kendrick Lamar to close out the year in November. Holy shit, surprise drop. Everybody stopped what they're doing, listen to the project, and it was magnificent. One of my favorite Kendrick albums of all time. If you didn't know that, the link right here for my album rankings for Kendrick Lamar. Check it out. Comacopia by Tyler the Creator, probably one of my favorite projects from him. Tyler is his most introspective, his most mature, elevated production. Like, I just absolutely love this project from top to bottom. Blue Lips by Schoolboy Q, probably one of his best projects as a cohesive. Just, it's even on the shorter side with some of the song lengths, but impactful. Like, oh my fucking god, like, it's nothing but hit after hit after hit after hit. Like, Schoolboy like literally cultivated like an insane project with Blue Lips. We had Why Lord by No Worries. If you don't know who No Worries is, that's Knowledge, and then that's Anderson .Paak, a crazy duo. This is their second project together technically, if I'm not mistaken. It was excellent, superb production, silky vocals from Anderson .Paak. Like, I don't know what else you needed. Like, just excellent, man. Dark Times by Vince Staples. Vince has been going on a run in the 2020s, and with this third project of the 2020s, I think Dark Times is probably his best this decade, in my opinion, and probably one of his best albums ever. Vince just continues to not only curate projects that he wants to hear, and like sonically it's just like this dark, eerie, like just bluntness to life, to his reality. You know what I'm saying? Vince is very interesting, introspective, and I think with this project he definitely highlights that well. Then let's go ahead and get into just listing off some artists that were popping off in 2024. Bossman D-Lo. Do we have to? I don't have to go in depth. Everybody know a song by Bossman D-Lo. Big X the Plug, Childish Gambino, Doechii, Absol, Glorilla, Maxo Cream, Sabrina Carpenter. Stellar year. Stellar's with Short and Sweet. Oh my god. Billie Eilish, Rhapsody, Larry June, Metro and Future definitely kicked off the year K-Tronada, Sir, but last but not least, Leon Thomas went crazy with Mutt. That album is top to bottom flawless, but when you actually hear Mutt, like, boy, infectious. Oh my god. Music wise, it was just superb. I think that we were just in a great space overall. So from 2024, I think from all three of these mediums, it highlights and shuts down and overshadows all years prior as of right now, in my personal opinion. I don't think that has been a better year for media. And 2025, it tried its best. It got the ball rolling with films like Sinners, with Sinners, F1. There was the Superman movie. There were some excellent films that came out last year. Oh, Frankenstein. Albums. What dropped last year? There were some great albums. I can't even think right now because I'm blanking. But this video is for 2024. Either way, 2025 tried its best. But not from now on, I think 2024 is going to be the base year to compare to, in my opinion. I think that 2024 is going to be the new 2016, because if you were outside too, all these things that was going on makes it even a better experience for you. I know personally, I enjoy 2024 like no other, but that's just because, you know, that was the first year I was not fresh out of college, but the first full year that I did not have college after earning my bachelor's. So like, I'm just working and going outside and having fun. And when I tell you that is a great life to have, it definitely makes all the content that I got to absorb with that time on my hands even better. But hey, this is just my opinion. Am I tripping? Am I bugging? Is 2024 not like that? Or is 2024 legit one of the best years ever in multiple medias? Or is there a year better in your opinion? Is 2016 the one? Or are you more of a 2018? Are you a 2017 kind of person? What is the best year for media in your opinion? Please like, comment, subscribe, and make sure you get your opinion off down below. I would love to hear what y'all think about the different medias that came out. And I want to have this feedback. I want to have this back and forth. So please don't be scared. Let's have this conversation. And you know, it's not hard to find me. I'm on IG. I'm on Twitter. Technically on Blue Sky, but Blue Sky is. But it's not hard to find me. Holla at your boy. And if there's something that you think I should tap into, that I should talk about on this Can I Speak About It series, please let me know. Also, how we feel about Can I Speak About It? Do y'all like Can I Speak About It or Can I Talk About It? Or do you want the Warvis rants? What do you think I should call this series? And I'll figure out a better name title. But it's a work in progress, but I've been enjoying these. It's your boy, Warvis Paradox, aka Docs Brando, Mr. Genuine, voice of the locals, and I'll see y'all next time. Peace.